Hello friends, welcome to RR Digital. Today we are going to discuss about a few more Hive queries. So in last session we created internal table and we loaded data. In today's session we'll see how to describe a table. So first we'll check what other tables available in database. So for that we have to give show tables command in a Hive. Okay, so here it is showing only one table, that is employee table. Now I want to see what other columns and data types are defined for this particular table. So for that we have to use a describe command. So describe, then table name. Okay, so these all are the commands available for employee table. So columns and data types it is showing. Okay, and here similarly we have one more query, describe extended. Okay, so here describe extended means it will give full information. Okay, full means that particular table name, and that table is related to which database, and who is the owner for that particular table, and what time exactly that particular table is created. Okay, and exactly under which directory that particular table is created. Okay, so what is the difference between describe and describe extended? So describe means it will just give you only column names and the data types, but describe extended means it will give full details. Okay, so full details means that particular table related columns and the data types, along with that who is the owner for the table, and what is the table name, and exactly which date or what time exactly that particular table is created, under which directory that particular table is created, and is it an external table or it is internal table. So whenever you want a full information, that time you have to use describe a extended command, or else you can use only describe command. So describe command it will just give you only column names and data types. Okay, so this is about describe and describe extended. Now how to rename a table in Hive. So I want to rename a table. Okay, so here I have a employee table. Okay, so this table I want to rename to emp table. So how to rename a table? Okay, so alter table, table name employee, rename to, and here we have to give new table name. So new table name, here I am giving emp is my new table name. Okay, so successfully renamed. How to check whether the table is renamed or not? So again we have to use here show tables command. See, old table name is employee, but now it is showing table name as emp. So whenever you want to rename a table, we have to use this command, alter table name, and rename to your new table name. Not only table rename, automatically data also it will come. So here select star from emp. So whatever data available in employee, same data it will show for emp also. Okay, so this is about how to rename a table. Now I want to add one new column to the existing table. Okay, so right now here if you see describe employee means how many columns are there, describe okay, not employee, right? We have emp table now. Okay, So only 4 columns and 4 data types. Okay, but here I want to add one more new column, that is maybe you can assume a department number new column I want to add to existing Hive table. So alter table, table name emp table, add columns. Okay, so here a new column name and then new column related a data type we have to specify here. Okay, so successfully added new column to existing table. Now we'll cross verify whether a new column added to emp table or not. Okay, so successfully added. Now earlier it is just 4 columns and 4 data types, but now it is showing 5 columns and 5 data types. So whenever you want to add any new columns to existing table, compulsory we have to use add columns command. Now we'll see how to connect RDBMS. Okay, so generally earlier we discussed that metadata it will store in RDBMS and actual data it will store in Hdfs, right? So now how to connect to RDBMS? Okay, so here to connect RDBMS, MySQL hyphen u root hyphen p. This is the command to connect RDBMS, and it is asking a password. Password Cloudera we have to give. Okay, so successfully connected MySQL database. So here I want to see what all are databases available. So databases. So here there are multiple databases available in this, but under which database exactly metadata will store means under metastore database our tables related metadata it will store. So use metastore. Okay. So now we'll see emp table related metadata available under this database or not. Okay, so here select from DBLS. So this is the command basically to check your table related metadata. So whenever you want to check metadata available or not, at the time you have to use this command. Okay, so here it is showing your table related metadata. So here this is your table name, and here it is telling it is internal table or external table. Internal and managed means both are same only. Managed table means internal table only. Okay, in real time generally to connect RDBMS and to check metadata, Hadoop admin team generally they will not give access. Okay, but here Hadoop software we installed in our personal laptop. So just knowledge purpose I'm explaining how to connect RDBMS and how to check a metadata. Okay, so again if you create one more table, so under this whenever you will execute this query, by default one more table related metadata also it will show here. Okay, so this is about metadata, how to check metadata. We'll discuss about external table. So external table we have with location and without location, two concepts. So first we'll create one external table. After that we'll load data into external table. So we'll see both the concepts with location and without location. Okay, so how to create a external table. Okay, so before creating external table you need a data file. Okay, so duplicate session, Cloudera, cd data. Here I have some data files. Okay, so whenever you want to create a table, first you should know which is data file and what are the columns available in the data file. So cat employee dot txt. Okay, so here this is the data file. So total 5 columns: employee number, employee name, phone number, salary, department, a number. Okay, so create external table name, employee one I am giving. So internal table we have not specified external keyword. Okay, so how will recognize it is the internal or external table means if you give external keyword means that is external table, but if there is no external keyword means that is called a internal table. By default it will consider a internal table. So here I am specifying column names and data types. So phone number, data type big int, salary int, department number int. Okay, so row format delimited, fields terminated by. So your data separated by which symbol? Okay, so here our each column related data separated by pipe symbol. Okay, so here we have to give pipe. Okay, so now we are creating table for without location concept. Okay, so table created successfully. So we can cross verify table created or not. Show tables. So here successfully created your employee one table. Okay, even you can verify metadata also here for employee one metadata created or not. Okay, so here it is showing. So employee one also metadata created. Okay, now we have to load the data, right? So we just created a table, but we have not loaded any data. So it is giving empty results. Okay, so now we'll load the data. Okay, so load data local in path. Okay, so my data file available in Linux operating system in local. Okay, so pwd. So under this folder, under this path, employee.txt file I available. Okay, so here I'm specifying data file path. Okay, into table. So this data file I want to load into which table? Employee one table. Okay, so successfully loaded data into employee one table. So now we'll check whether data loaded or not. So successfully loaded and data populating. Okay, so using your select query you can check data. Okay, or else backend also using your Hadoop command also you can cross verify whether data loaded or not. Okay, so this is about external table with location, without location. Sorry, external table without a location. But here while loading data, load data local in path I used, right? In path. Then here file path I specified, right? File path. So why this local keyword we have to give? And even without giving a local keyword also we can load data. Okay, so like this, load data in path, then your a file path. Okay, so what is the difference between this query and this query? Okay, so if you specify local keyword means you are loading your data file or your data from local path. That means your Linux operating system. Your data file located in a local path. That means you have to give your a local path. Okay. If you not specify local keyword here, that means you are loading your data from a HDFS path. So your data file already there in HDFS. That data file you are loading into just a Hive table. Okay, so here you have to give your HDFS path, HDFS file directory. Okay, so user Cloudera, then maybe a data file. Okay, so if you give local means you have to load data from your local path. You have to give local path directory. If you not specify local keyword means you are loading your data from a HDFS to Hive table. So here you have to give only HDFS a path. So this is the difference between local and without local. Okay. So if local is there means you are loading data file from local. If you're not specifying local keyword means you are loading data from HDFS to Hive table. Okay. And now we'll discuss about with location. Okay, without location we created one external table, right? Now with location, how to create? Okay, so before that I will just copy one data file to HDFS location. Okay, so Hadoop, let me create a first one directory inside HDFS. Okay, Hadoop FS -mkdir user Cloudera employee. Okay, I'm creating one directory. Employee 2 directory I'm giving. Okay, so employee 2 directory created. Now I will copy one file from local to HDFS under employee 2. Okay, so here copy means a put command we have to use and our local path. Okay, so source path home Cloudera data under data employee.txt file. So this file we are copying under employee to directory in HDFS. So local to HDFS we are copying data file. Okay, so we'll just cross verify under employee to data file available or not. Okay, so data file available. Now we'll create external table with location. Okay, so here Hive. Okay, so while creating a table, I'm giving a location also, file location also. Okay, file location user Cloudera employee 1 directory. Okay, so here only till directory we have to give. No need to give file name. Under this directory, even if 10 files or 20 files also, all the data it will load into this particular table. Okay, so here I'm giving employee 2. See, it will create a table, same time it will load data also in this table. See, earlier we discussed without a location concept. Without location, two queries. One is create table statement separate, another one loading data query is separate. Okay, but with location concept, single query itself we are loading a data file also. Okay, so this query it will create your table, same time it will load the data also. So here create external table name employee 2. Okay, and then row format delimited fields terminated by and location HDFS path. I'm not giving here file name. Okay, so under this employee 2 directory, whatever files available, even if it is 10 files or 20 files, all the files related data it will load into employee2 table. Okay, so select star from employee2. Okay, so successfully loaded all the data files. So this is about the external table with location and without a location concept. Next session will discuss about a difference between internal table and external table. Thanks for watching this session. Bye friends.